Good evening. I just had to get on and do this Facebook Live because I just had this awesome conversation with a powerful group of women, and throughout the conversations that we had, I was reminded of my own power. Sometimes, I don't know if this happens to you, but sometimes I forget that I am super powerful, and it gets lost in the routine of the day or everything that I have to get done, especially with planning a wedding that happens next week. And I forget. But yet it's always there. Our power, our inner power is always there. And so this conversation with these women just inspired me, and I had to get on and talk about it. And what I realized and what I was reminded of is just how I transformed my life in these past, few years. I would say probably all my life, but I very consciously chose to change my life in the past few years. And it got me thinking that I literally made over my life into a life that I love. And that's what I want to find out from you. These are the things that I remember, and I'm wondering if you felt these things in your own life or feel them now. Feel low energy, feel sick, that you feel stiff, stuck. Maybe that parts of your life or your whole life feel stagnant, that you're struggling to find your rhythm. And hey, Julie, you're struggling to find your rhythm and your purpose. And you know that you're ready for something better and you don't really know where to begin. That was my life. I felt all of those things. And mine probably reached a head when I started having migraines every day for over a year. I saw doctor after doctor who ran test after test, and no one could discover what was wrong. All I knew is I was miserable. The outcome was they recommended medications that they told me I would be on for the rest of my life. And even with those medications, I was miserable. I wanted more out of my life. And at some point, I set out to transform it. And I don't know if I knew that at the time, but that is what I did. And essentially, I gave my life a makeover. And how did I make it over? Well, I made different choices. I sought out professionals. I tried new things. Some worked, some didn't. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Beaver. And I tried things that, like I said, some worked, some didn't. Some worked better than others, or some led me to realize that what I had been doing wasn't working. And each of those choices that I made led me to where I am today. And I have to say, I'm happy. I am more creative. And I can remember at one point in my life that I thought, well, I'm not really creative. I am in a fabulous relationship. I get married next week. And if you knew me a couple of years ago, I thought I was not cut out for relationships. I thought that, I was one of those people that would never get married, and even told my fiance when we met, and it was obvious there was some interest there, that I was not getting married. I made that crystal clear. And I'm getting married. Overall, my life is vibrant. It's fabulous. And I want to share with you how I went about doing that, because I want people to be able to experience their life that they create, that you create, like I was able to create mine. So my question to you is, are you ready to make over your life? Are you ready for a life makeover? Because what I do is use my intuitive skills and what I've learned from my own journey of years, like years, to streamline the process. It took me years, and I'm ready to share that with you so that way it doesn't have to take you years. So if you're ready to transform your life and to do it in a year or less, and you did hear me correctly, a year or less, and I say that because the people who choose to work with me are getting that level of results. They are getting the results that they're looking for because I continue to streamline the process year after year. They're getting a life transformation in a year or less. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, feel free to ask questions, make comments below if this video is no longer live. Contact me by private message. You can call the office. You can schedule a complimentary consultation. I would love to talk to you because, well, I don't want it to take years for you. I want you to be able to live a vibrant life, a transformative life. Live your dreams now, like I do. So I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to connecting with you. And like I said, if you have questions that you want to ask now and you're on now, feel free to do that. I'll hang around for a moment or two more for anybody who wants to do that. If not, I know it can be a little, well, nerve-wracking at first, because I remember that being the case for me. I remember it being hard at first to, well, know what I really wanted and how to go about getting it. And that is one of the reasons that I use my intuitive skills with people, is because I get to help you know where to start and how to start. And I think sometimes that's the hardest part. I see Julie's making comments. Thanks, Julie. She's experienced some of my work. And I am in a great place to do this. And like I said, it gets better and better all the time. So I look forward to connecting with you. Ask your questions, make your comments, and yeah, look forward to my future Facebook Lives, because I'm going to start to share some of the steps that I actually took throughout my life makeover to help you take some steps in that direction. I know sometimes, and I see more people joining, so I might talk a minute or two more. I remember when I first started, and I see this with people sometimes, that there's a level of hesitancy, there's a level of tentativeness into making those first steps. I remember for myself that I knew I wanted my life to be different, but I really had no idea what that meant, what that might look like. And I think that that was one of the things that resulted in my transformation process to take so long, is because I was not really clear. Hi, Vernita. I was not really clear. Oh, Dr. Lulu, I see you there too. I was not really clear what I wanted my life to look like. That's probably one of the things that took me the longest. And I think that that's one of the reasons why people who I support, people who I work with, who work with me, because it's very much a team process, can get such great results in a short period of time, or shorter. I won't say short period of time, though it is a lot shorter than years. I mean, when I say years, I'm talking probably like a decade for me of like really intentional work for wanting my life to be different. And so one of the reasons that the process that people go through when they work with me is shorter is because we can more quickly and easily, with less struggle, get to the core. I use those intuitive skills and help you develop yours so that way you can get to that core sooner. All right. As I said, if you have questions, you have comments, you want to know more, I'm going to put some information in the comments below this video. Contact me. I'm looking forward to connecting with you. Until we connect again, I'm sending you love and health and ease in your transformation, in your life makeover. Until we connect then. Bye.